Good morning and happy Sunday, everyone. Yes, I'm still going to be wearing this tie even if I'm not wearing the right shirt to wear a tie because, come on guys, it's March. I've been doing this for literally ever since I started making videos. Every day through the month of March, I wear this green tie. It's the same thing wearing my Santa hat in December, you know? That's just what I do. Surprisingly though, I get my hair all nice and perfect. You'd be surprised how much this thing can mess up your hair if you're not careful. It's just weird like that. So I do have a low and high and active kindness to talk about before I get into whatever it is I'm going to talk about today. Let's see, my low. You know, it was the weirdest thing. Actually, no, never mind. I was thinking something else, but no, my actual low is the fact that my mom at the moment currently isn't feeling well. Nothing major or serious. She was feeling kind of sick yesterday, and I mean she works in a hospital. For all the sterilization and cleaning that you do at a hospital, it's still riddled with the possibility of getting sick, and it's just one of those things that happens with a job. I mean, she has to go back to work today anyway, and so knowing my mom, she's gonna, grin and bear it. But she's doing good. I mean, again, anyone who works in a medical profession will tell you, for all of the practices that and how to keep everything clean and sterile and making sure you don't get sick, you still wind up getting sick anyway. So, and needless to say, medical professionals if they're not unsung heroes, then they probably already are heroes. But that's neither here nor there. Let's see. That was my low. My high would be the fact I got to spend the day with my dad yesterday. I got to see my nephews yesterday. That was a lot of fun. And also when I went out last night, I ran into some people that I knew. Seeing my friends. That's always a good deal in my book. And my act of kindness was I helped my dad watch my nephews when we went out to dinner last night. And good news, because last week I mentioned how when we went to dinner, the service and overall experience was less than stellar. This was definitely a little bit better. But it's pretty safe to say that where we go is still a little bit understaffed. I mean, I don't know why. And again, what happened last week is an anomaly. This was definitely a much better overall experience. And I'm happy for it. Let's see. So, I mean, unfortunately, this has been a pretty solid weekend overall. I mean, Rita's open on Friday. Last night I had fun going out. I got to see my nephews. That was a lot of fun. And, I have to say that comparatively, and here's the thing. I have 3 nephews that are, a set of 4-year-old twins and a 2-year-old. When you take out little kids anywhere, it's kind of, you don't know what you're going to get, if they're going to be, good behavior, bad behavior. Last night, for sure, they had much better behavior than in previous weeks. I mean, there's still a few things that, you got to work on, but again, they're young. I guess growing up, I was always yelled at if I acted the way they are, and, that was a different time, and now we're in a much, arguably better time. I mean, in being a little more lenient with kids, you still have to draw some lines, set some ground rules and stuff. And admit, and I know some people don't find that to be the most comfortable thing to do, but it is those, I mean, because on the one hand, like, it's those kinds of, boundaries that helps a person grow and develop, believe it or not, but also, it's a little bit nerve-wracking if you don't know what the consequences are should you overstep those boundaries or, do anything wrong. I mean, believe me, I've done my fair share of stupid things over the years, believe me. Some things I'm still feeling the ramifications of, believe it or not. But, you live and you learn. I have some letting go issues, I will admit though. So I guess in terms of so far the month of March has been pretty, we're only 3 days in, so it's kind of hard to, actually we're just about 1/10 of the way through the month. That's pretty cool. It's definitely nice that, and again, I mentioned this, like, I literally this like yesterday and Friday, like having a new month start like on a Friday, that's like prime real estate for how you want a new month to start off. Because like it sort of sets a precedent for how the rest of the month should kind of be. And if it's a good weekend, you can ride that high into Monday and Tuesday, and hey, already at Wednesday. Actually, the weirdest thing happened, because I mentioned that I don't have a computer at the moment. Like, because Dell currently has my computer now. They send me an email saying I have to share my consent for them to continue on with whatever it is they're doing to my laptop. Which, I did. It's just, I've never heard of such a thing. Never. But hopefully it'll be ready, soon. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that things get, done. Although, here's the thing, I'm getting this laptop fixed. For sure, next time, I'm getting a new laptop. I need a new computer at some point. I need a new computer, but also, I wouldn't mind having don't get me wrong, I like the the setup that I've done with literally every video I've ever done, just using my camera phone, I love doing that. It's simple and it works. That's really all you need. But honestly, if I need to use my phone for something, actually, it would be kind of a crossover, because if I had a computer, I need to look something up, I just look it up on the computer mid-video, and I can show, you actually see the process of me learning something. That's cool. Honestly, because nowadays pretty much every laptop has a camera on it. Using the camera on my laptop, I could use my phone to do the exact same thing I would normally do anyway. So, I guess I'm gonna have to really think a few things over, aren't I? Regarding, what I have to do. What else is there to discuss? I actually woke up this morning and this is the first Sunday since football season ended where I'm I'm not really missing football as much as I normally do. That's the thing. If you're a football fan, and considering how long the season is, those first few weeks without football is a huge transition period. You're missing what you normally do and get ready for on a Sunday. That the only reason why I even thought of how I don't miss football as much is because the way that my bed is positioned in my room, my closet is pretty much right in front of it. Well, not right in front of me. Obviously there's some there's some space between my bed and my actual closet. But my closet door is open, and I can see my Jay Cutler jersey like right in front of me, pretty much. So I'm looking at it like, huh, it has been a good while since I've worn that jersey, hasn't it? I oddly don't miss it so much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm always going to miss football. You know, whether or not I played when I was a kid or watching the sport, I do miss it. But, you know, all good things must come to an end. You know, this was a fun football season to watch and keep track of all the NFL picks I made and stuff. And I can't wait to do it again next season. So, I mean, hopefully a few things will go better. I mean, I'd love to see the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys actually make one of those teams make it to the Super Bowl next year. I'd love to see that. But knowing the Cowboys, we're going to wind up screwing it up. And knowing the Bills, just sheer dumb luck is going to get in the way. Well, sheer dumb luck for the other team. I mean, the Bills, I can't say the Bills did nothing wrong. I mean, every team makes mistakes in a football game. And it's the job of the other team to capitalize on those mistakes. But I mean, you know, sorry Bills fans, but a wide right again, I mean, that's just sheer dumb luck no matter how you slice it. But, you know, it happened. It also helps the fact that the people I've been hanging out with now are nothing but Bills Mafia, or nothing but members of the Bills Mafia. So, yeah, by proxy, they made me a Bills fan, and I love it. Funny enough, I had gone to a Bills game before, but it was to watch the Cowboys play on my birthday. The Cowboys didn't win, but that was the year that like Tony Romo got hurt, and so we went like 4-12 that year. So, yeah, that happened. And honestly, here's the thing. If I ever wanted to go to a Bills game, or any football game for that matter, like, I want to go like frankly, I'd rather go I'd rather go when I'm like big and rich and famous and I can afford like to get there early, you know, luxury box spreads, you know, like the whole 9 yards. Like, that's the experience I want at some point. Perhaps someday I will, but probably not for years and years from now. So, not really much going on today. I mean, it's only Sunday, and, you know, my mom's working, so it's just going to be me hanging out with my dad after I, you know, go to church a little bit later. And, you know, that's the thing. Normally I don't really talk about, you know, anything church-related or, you know, Christian-related because I don't want to, you know, alienate others who might worship a different religion or perhaps don't worship any religion at all. But I'm really digging the routine I got myself in on Sundays now. I mean, before I started going to church twice a week, you know, once on Saturday night and once on Sunday morning, like, Sunday morning I would just be here bored, not really doing anything. At least going to church gets me out and about. And sometimes I wind up seeing people I know too. So that's always a plus. And the best part is, since I'm already away from my apartment after church, I can just immediately go see my folks. So again, it's a nice little routine I've gotten myself into. Although, with that being said, there are some days that, I mean, as soon as I start going up to the lake, I'm definitely going to be only going to church, you know, once a week again. Because here's the thing. I love going up to the lake. I love being up there. But I don't want to go away from there. Like, the only time I should ever leave my cottage when I'm up at the lake is if I go to church on Saturday, and then by extension dinner, or go to the Swits on a Saturday night, or if I get up there on a Friday night, it's solely to go get myself some dinner. Because, yeah, fun fact, it actually takes quite a while to get from place to place if you want to go up to Cuca Lake. What I mean is, like, where my family is positioned on Cuca Lake, it's between, Pena and Hammondsport. And you got to go at least 8 miles to get to where Hammondsport is. Which doesn't really sound like a lot if you're traveling by car, but that's one way. You're traveling at 16 miles altogether, plus however long it would take for you to get to wherever it is you're going. Not to mention, again, you gotta go back. And again, as I've lived, that's actually one thing I've noticed as I've lived on my own. It's, and it's something that we all gotta learn. You gotta learn to balance your expenses. So I like to think that, I have gotten a lot better. It's funny, people talk about how skinny I am now, considering how much I eat. Well, for starters, I save all my money for the weekend. I just simply don't eat so much during the week. I followed the Loverboy diet. Do nothing throughout the week. And then, come like Thursday, Friday night, everybody's working for the weekend. Okay. I had to stop there, otherwise I'd probably get copyrighted. I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe to YouTube channel, follow social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys who watch the show for today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, we're here to let me know. So you're back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.